Hi, thanks for tuning in to the Nature Conservancy's presentation on our Watershed Partners Service Agreement with the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District. Our focus is the Willow Lake Cuyahoga River watershed. TNC is in partnership with Cuyahoga Valley National Park to restore habitat and water quality of the Cuyahoga River in support of the park's strategic action plan. The watershed is located in southern Cuyahoga County and northern Summit County. 2/3 of the watershed are outside the Cuyahoga Valley National Park boundary. The major landowners are the Cleveland Metro Parks and the National Park Service. Outside of the park, there is moderate to high development intensity. Our first successful application was to the U.S. Forest Service through the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative to fund the Crooked River Cooperative Weed Management Area. Our project focuses on managing invasive species at restoration sites within the Cuyahoga River area of concern to support delisting. We have leveraged $40,000 and will manage 200 acres. Many sites look like this background photo, where the invasive species reed canary grass dominates the Cuyahoga River floodplain, where the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is planning a restoration. The inset photo is the confluence of West Creek and the Cuyahoga River, which is dominated by native plants, with few invasives that we don't want to get established. Invasive species know no boundaries. We recognize them as a collective ecological problem that must be dealt with together. So we engage with partners and share best practices and provide trainings. This fall, we worked with District Green Infrastructure workers Thomas and Ron at the Stanford Restoration Site in Cuyahoga Valley National Park. We bring together tools and technology with a knowledge base to improve the entire watershed. This background is a 3D model of a site that was flown by Cleveland Metro Parks drone pilot India Johnson. We are using this technology to track progress and identify invasive plants in difficult terrain. The inset shows a shared forestry mower used to clear woody invasive species. We are expanding the influence of the Crooked River Cooperative Weed Management Area by adding 4 new members in the past 3 years. The CWMA is a vehicle for improving water quality throughout the watershed. We not only manage invasive species, but also educate and engage citizens and mobilize efforts for continued restoration. In developing conceptual designs at 8 sites in the watershed, we have worked with district staff and analyzed the district's master planning. We looked upstream of project areas to find restoration projects and storage capacity in constructed stormwater basins and through wetland restoration. Working with communities is essential to what we have accomplished. The cities of Brecksville and Sagamore Hills Township have the largest footprint in the Willow Lake watershed. It is critical to find common ground and emphasize how restoration benefits residents, reduces costs, and restores quality. One of our project sites is on land owned by Sagamore Hills Township. The former farm has numerous hydro modifications, like this failed culvert in the top left. The stream banks are severely eroded. Our project will restore 5,000 acres of headwater stream and reforest over 100 acres. Sagamore Hills' commitment to conservation and restoration are integral to the success of this project. The property is adjacent to Cuyahoga Valley National Park and will restore the headwaters of high-quality streams shown in this background photo, which features a skunk cabbage-dominated wetland seep. At this site, we identified degraded and drained wetlands on private property. We envision a wetland restoration that blocks ditches and regrades the site to expand this to a 10-acre wetland. By engaging property owners, we can improve wildlife habitat and slow the flow of water from upstream development. Many of the tributaries on the east side of the watershed flow into the Ohio and Erie Canal, a National Historic Landmark, on their way to the Cuyahoga River. In 2020, the district dredged portions of the canal to maintain its historic character. Capturing water upstream and reducing flows will slow the sedimentation here. Like the canal in the last slide, this culvert in Valley View is a victim of rapid sedimentation. As Sagamore Creek flows under Canal Road, debris must regularly be cleared to maintain flow. This stream has massive bedload issues that are raising the bed of the stream above the height of the culvert. Another project with big downstream implications is the Brandywine Country Club stream restoration. We developed this 40-acre reforestation and 10,000 linear foot stream restoration of cold water and Class 3 primary headwater habitat to dramatically improve resources in Cuyahoga Valley National Park. At this site, failure is not an option. Sediment is a major issue, as you can see at the mouth of Haskell Run, at the left, and throughout the golf course, on the right. This tributary flows through thousands of feet of undersized culvert. Without restoration, the culverts will fail, and with dramatic consequences. Another successful grant proposal was to the Ohio EPA 319 grant program, which leveraged $88,000 and will restore 6,000 linear feet of stream in Cleveland Metro Park's Brecksville Reservation. This map shows the location of head cuts, where darker red dots indicate taller head cuts. Here are two examples of head cuts in the project site. Some threaten infrastructure like trails or the pipeline shown in the left picture. Most are in mature forest where equipment access is limited and traditional restoration will do more harm than good. Enter large woody habitat. Low-tech constructed log jams use fallen materials from on-site to create backwaters, trap sediment, and raise the stream bed. In the spring of 2021, we are hosting a workshop to train volunteers and a youth crew that will install 250 of these structures. That's about all the time I have with you today. I want to end by thanking our supporters, our agency funders, our partners at municipalities, park districts, and watershed groups, and of course the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District support through the Watershed Partners Service Agreement program was critical. Thank you.